Apple's M5 chip pushes AI performance with new neural accelerators. Google's Veo 3.1 is better at generating videos from images. And Threads now supports group DMs. It's Thursday, October 16th, and here's a quick look at tech in the news this morning from Engadget. Just like clockwork, Apple has introduced a new M-series chip on updated versions of the iPad Pro, MacBook Pro, and for the first time, Apple Vision Pro. The new M5 chip shares plenty of similarities with the M4 chip Apple introduced last year, but the biggest seems to be a focus on improving graphics and AI performance. According to Apple, the M5 chip is made using a new third-generation 3-nanometer process with an updated 10-core GPU architecture on all versions that offers 4 times the peak GPU compute performance of the M4, while carrying over support for things like hardware-accelerated ray tracing. The M5 also features a 10-core CPU, just like the M4, with 6 efficiency and up to 4 performance cores. That is, unless you're buying an M5 iPad Pro. The 1 terabyte and 2 terabyte models of the Pro feature a 10-core CPU and GPU, but if you opt for a similar storage size of 256 gigs or 512 gigs, you'll get a 9-core CPU with 6 efficiency cores and 3 performance cores. Apple says the 10-core CPU offers up to 15% faster multi-threaded performance over the M4 chip, though it's not clear if that's due to the CPU or memory improvements. Now, that's because the new chip offers an improved memory bandwidth of 153 gigabytes per second, up from the starting 120 gigabytes per second bandwidth on the M4, though less than what you can get with the M4 Pro or the M4 Max. Apple will likely release M5 versions of both chips next year, but it's worth knowing what you're missing if you opt for the M5 right now. The performance gains Apple was able to squeeze out of its new GPU and improved memory bandwidth seem like the biggest changes users will actually notice from the M5. That includes up to 30% faster graphics performance than the M4 and up to a 45% graphics uplift in apps using ray tracing. Apple introduced the M4 with a focus on dynamic caching and ray tracing, and it seems like the M5 makes both graphical processes more efficient. The gains are apparently even more noticeable on the M5 Vision Pro, where the headset can achieve a 120 Hz refresh rate, up from the 100 Hz max Apple guaranteed before, and is now able to render 10% more pixels. AI performance is also improved, though not necessarily thanks to the M5's 16-core neural engine alone, which seems to be the same neural engine used in the M4. Instead, Apple's taking a new approach to AI processing by including dedicated neural accelerators in each core of its GPU. This extra help has led to faster performance when devices are using Apple Intelligence Skills or AI-powered features, like the Vision Pro's ability to generate a persona. According to Apple, in-depth testing and benchmarking of Apple's new M5 devices will be required to accurately capture how the M5 chip changes things, especially when it comes to general CPU performance. For now, though, Apple's chips continue to get more graphically powerful, which does bode well for anyone who uses MacBooks and iPads for creative tasks, AI, or playing games. Google has released a new update to its Veo AI video generation model that should make it do a better job of sticking to prompts and converting images into videos. Veo 3.1 is available to try through Google's Gemini API and is now also powering the company's Flow video editor. Veo 3.1 builds on the new capabilities Google introduced with launch of Veo 3 at Google I/O 2025. The new model offers better prompt adherence, according to Google, and should have an easier time creating videos based on the image ingredients that you upload alongside your written prompt. Veo 3.1 also makes it possible to convert images to video and generate audio at the same time, a capability that was not available with Veo 3. In Flow, Veo 3.1 supports at least a new feature that gives you finer control over the videos you generate. With what Google calls frame to video, Flow lets you upload a first and last frame and then generates the video in between. Adobe Firefly, which is powered by Veo 3, offers a similar feature, but Flow will be able to pull it off and create audio at the same time. Those added audio skills will also apply to the video editor's ability to extend clips and insert objects into existing footage too. Based on the samples that Google shared, videos generated with Veo 3.1 still have an uncanny quality that seems to vary greatly depending on the prompt and the subject. Even if it's missing some of the realism of OpenAI's Sora 2, though, the company's decision to try and make Veo more useful to people who actually work with video rather than a source of social media spam is a welcome move. It took 2 years for Threads to get messaging, but you thankfully don't have to wait that long to be able to start group DMs. Meta has started rolling out group chats for the app, which lets you add up to 50 of your followers to a single conversation. Just start a new message and add anybody who follows you on Threads. The company says that you'll also be able to share a link that your followers can click to join a group conversation soon, so you don't have to add them one by one. Like in messaging apps, you'll be able to customize the group chat's name to better reflect its topic. In addition to launching group DMs, Meta is also releasing the messaging feature in the European Union over the coming days. If you are in the EU, you'll get access not just to individual DMs, but also to group DMs, messaging controls, privacy settings, the hidden folder where spam goes to, and support for media files when the feature becomes available in your country. Emily Dalton-Smith, Meta's head of product for Threads, said that in a test group chat that it's on track to become Meta's next major app with 400 million monthly active users. Messaging has been the top requested feature since Threads launched, but it took some time to release it because, well, it wasn't a priority in the early days. Since making DMs available on Threads back in July, Meta has added support for videos, photos, and GIFs, a messaging requests folder to reduce unwanted messages, the hidden spam folder, and a privacy setting that completely switches off message requests from people you do not follow. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Ian Carlos Campbell and Mariella Moon, and was voiced and produced from the sound studios of Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.